So relativity is pretty important because from where you're standing in your relative position within the space and time continuum, as far as the experiences, the things that you've seen and felt and heard and did that accumulated on your mind, as far as an awareness, as far as a conscious awareness, for you to even have the what you're aware of on your mind. For you to be aware of something, you have to have already accumulated something, or you have to understand what cloth you was cut from, as far as the cosmos and things like that, or your personality type, things of that nature. So you can start to see your own relative position within the space and time continuum. What's relative to you basically is not necessarily relative to somebody else's. Everybody have different things that are relative to them, and you can't necessarily be mad at someone for having, enjoying seeing something as good or seeing something as bad from their perspective, from their point of view, because a lot of us need to expand how we see our broad philosophical point of views and things like that. So one of the key features is understanding that, hey, look, not everybody has the same relative position in the space and time continuum, and it's not even supposed to be that way at all. We're all just supposed to be doing what God has placed in us as far as attributes and characteristics, as far as being able to receive life, as far as having the authority in our area of expertise, as far as us being not under subject of governmental laws, ordinances, indoctrinations and things like that. No, you having the ability to author and authorize whatever that you want to see yourself in, and you being it, having the keys to the script in your life. You have the sovereignty, you're a free man, you're a free woman, and you have the right to practice whatever you want to please, whatever that pleases you. But hopefully, some shit that's positive to the economy, positive to society, positive to humanity, whatever that you're in place here to do, whatever you do, you add value into the world via doing that. And it's not about good or bad, it's about just understanding yourself and how you work, because how you work is not how somebody else's work. And at the end of the day, when you have knowledge of self, you understand what's best for you in every situation, in every field. You understand what that person does, it's not really for you. You shouldn't try to copy, you should try to mimic it, but you should say assalamu alaikum, alaikum assalam, homie. I'm not gonna do that. You should go do that though, because that seems like that's you. So always remember that people have went through things, have accumulated experiences for them to get to the point that they were at, and things like that, and they are at the same time. So wherever they're at the same time, that's the experiences that took them to that place at that particular place and time, that they created that experience. Whether you got shot, whether you got killed, a lot of these things, it just happens with the things that we keep in our mind and things like that, and eventually through resonance we start to attract the event and things like that. So based on relativity, man, a lot of things can happen. Just remember, the main thing is don't judge people. Try to really put your shoes in other people's feet, so you can start to see where someone else is coming from, and you can be seen as the more equalized person, as the more broader person, as far as the person who can let's just say expand and contract the universe, expand their domain, their dominion faster than the other person, because this shit is metaphysical, real shit. Because whatever's on your mind, that's what's going to build up your aura. It's going to build up your energy field. That's what's going to build up your electromagnetic field. That is just your non-verbal communication. When you pull in the room, people know that, oh shit, that's you. That particular energy signature, it's you. And it says you got the baddest one, the most the strongest vortex in the room. Things and people, places, and things and events, and whatever you put in that vortex is going to be attracted to you. So you got to learn to as well charge your own personal vortex and understand how does your personal vortex work. Because whatever your magnet pulling in from the ether, as far as characteristics and attributes, is not the same as what someone else pulls from the ether as far as their characteristics and attributes. And when you see how you're doing that in your life, you can start to take better responsibility and start to take better advantage of what God has already placed in you and things like that. So take care, y'all. Real shit.